Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today, I want to start out by showing something that I find very, very fun in the crypto space. So, take a good look at the titles of these two articles. First off, strategist fundamental factors show Ethereum has never been healthier. This one, 10 blockchains that could replace Ethereum. So yes, I had a good laugh looking at this for the first 5 times. I really did, and I thought I should share it with you guys just because, let's be honest here, all right? Ethereum might be quite a cool crypto, is a cool platform, but it's definitely replaceable, and by quite a lot of others too. The big part that's good about Ethereum is that it was first to do a lot of these things, and that a lot of things are based upon it. And the same thing kind of goes for Bitcoin. The good part about it is that it is first, and that it has the most amount of money in there. Is it fundamentally the most useful in that way, shape, or form? No. Is it the safest? No. Is it the fastest? No. Most scalable? No. It really does not tick any boxes. Ethereum takes a couple, but still will be completely beat by XRP, right? For transactions, that is. So, yeah, I just find it fun to watch. Again, whenever I'm looking at Ethereum comparisons, I'm not really thinking of XRP because they do two completely different things. Yet, if we had to put this list in a different order, I think you guys know which coin I would put in first. So my question of today is, which of these coins is your favorite? All right, out of the top 3, is it XRP, Bitcoin, or Ethereum? Answer it honestly, guys. Put it down there. So, first article of today, the real first, Fed Chair Powell, a central bank digital currency. I'm just shoving my laptop. A central bank digital currency could improve the payment system in the US. Now, I briefly touched upon this previous video. I think I briefly did. But the severity is way more important than I made it out to be last video. All right, so it is way more important than I made it out to be. And the reason I am saying that is because right now, all we're waiting for is a regulatory framework plus the CBDCs to come in action. The Federal Reserve Chairman recognizing digital currency that could improve the payment system is like the golden frickin' ticket. All right, I kind of skipped that. I missed that some way, shape, or form. But the Fed Chairman saying, you know what, digital currency, they could improve the payment system, is kind of really the golden ticket we've been waiting for all this time. We've heard it from Christine Lagarde that payments should become free. And a lot of talks right there from the ECB and things in Europe that they've explained that payments should become cheaper and cross-border payments could be helped, yada, yada, yada. But from the US Federal Reserve, for them to come out and say, yeah, digital currency that could improve the payment system is all we were waiting for. So I'm pretty damn excited about that. Yes, guys, of course, they are talking about CBDC, not about XRP in that way, shape. But again, the start is there. At first, a lot of these guys were really not that happy with anything changing, but they're becoming more and more open, which shows to me that it is just another part for before these guys will be like, yeah, you know what, this crypto you're talking about, I like it. I'll take it. And I showed that previous video with the Russian gold example, where it's like a lot of people in Russia right now are already comparing crypto to gold. This association will only get better. All right, as time flows, people will more and more associate crypto to just the norm and things like that. Then Baba Kugs, again, one of the guys we like to cover on this channel, because I do not believe in riddles, yet a lot of you guys do, and a lot of people talk to me about it over on Twitter, in the comment section. So Baba at first had the big, percent thing right there, right? Phase 2 and things like that. Where did that go? But yeah, fact, people can't solve riddles because they're hard. They can't solve them because they don't put in the time. Thinking is hard, thinking outside the box is even harder. Nothing in this world comes handed to you. keep trying and never give up. Moment you get it, priceless. So this is kind of how I feel with math, I should say. At first it's like, well, screw this, right? But that's because you've never really tried or didn't really want to try or never practiced and things like that. And once you start to practice, once you understand that there's something to it, the moment you really get what you're doing, it kind of becomes satisfying, so to speak. Right? But you really got to get what you're doing. And if it's, I guess, purposeful to some way for your future. This tweet, however, I see a little bit differently. And that is because Bubba and a couple of these guys within the community, they post riddles. And this type of tweet here is kind of a justification for why you should be solving them or why you should put in effort to think about them. And even though I'm definitely of the opinion that you should always think, twice before saying anything, 3 times before doing something, and so forward and so on, I'm not agreeing with this one here. I don't think, and again, quote me on this one whenever needed, that these riddles know anything more than we do. These riddlers have any inside info or anything like that. What they might have is an aggregated version of facts that are already online. So, for example, guys like XRP Owl and things like that. And by the way, if you like him, show him by pressing the like button or commenting his name down below. Let's see how many guys like XRP Owl. But guys like that, or Sam to the Lifeboats. If you like him, put his name down below. Let's see who you support. All right, that's the question right now. Which of the crypto Twitter guys, the XRP Twitter guys, do you like the most? Put their name in the comment section down below. Put it. Let me see. Having said that, though, I think those guys, what they do is they look over the internet, they aggregate, I guess, news or insights, and they share them, right? And what Bubba might do, all right, or guys like Ripple Riddlers and things like that, what they might do is get the same info and then not give it to you, but hand it to you in some strange riddle. And kind of what goes wrong there is like these other guys are researching and making you aware of these facts. These guys are then possibly, and I don't even know, they could also be just thinking of, I've explained before why making riddles is very simple because you can kind of predict both ways where you will always be correct, but that's aside. These guys could have the info. That's something I can't really disprove. They could have all the information. That's, again, not inside, but just that's to be found by anybody if they were to put in the time, which the quote also explains. They do not hand it to you, though. Why is that good? Why is that bad? The reason it is good is because it makes you think about it. It doesn't give you the information straight away. You have to think about what connections there are and things like that. It's the same thing for kind of proving some theorems. It's like, they're just, I guess it's just there, but you have to think about why something is true. It's like, you can't just say, yeah, it's true, period. You just have to think for yourself about why it's true and things like that, which again has a couple of good parts. The reason it is so bad is because that's how fake news, that's how fake perceptions, that's how fake ideas get brought into this world. If you give people half information and leave them to speculate about what it is you meant or what is true and what is not, you get mistakes, you get false ideas, you get misinterpretations and things like that, where people will assume things that should not have been assumed. I think, and I like to state that these things bring a lot of rumors into the community, and I'm going to say that those rumors are mostly negative ones. Even though the rumor might be a positive thing that they're rumoring about, it has a negative influence on us as a community. And I'm going to say that really out loud here because I think it's a little bit of a problem. Together with, of course, all the fake news that is out there and the satire, I think a lot of them are fun. Don't get me wrong. I think a lot of them are fun. Yet, with our audience and with what we're trying to get towards, we're trying to really appeal to people who don't know too much about technology. So maybe you and I, we can really see the difference between crypto satire articles and just normal articles, or maybe we can understand that not everything that anybody says about a crypto is necessarily true. Some guys don't, all right? And especially the more and more we're going to appeal to normal people. And think about this, guys. The Fed as well, they're thinking about these digital currencies as a payment system, or at least to improve the payment system in the US, things are getting more digital, things are getting more out there. More and more people are going to be involved, and a lot of them won't know the difference. A lot of them won't know speculation from fact, and we're supporting that with things like this. I just don't like it personally, all right? I just don't like it personally. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. If you disagree, that's completely fine. Put it in the comment section, let's discuss. Because, well, I think you can really disagree on anything and still have a perfectly fine discussion. But, yeah, I'm quite adamant about this statement here, that I think riddles and even satire, to a certain degree, all right? If it's obvious satire, like the XRP productions, where it's just kind of too impossible to not notice it as satire, it even has satire in the name, it's kind of okay. If you're, however, trying to, kind of hinting towards things or claiming things that people can assume to be something else, which is not, yeah, I don't like that. All right, then XRP Darren said, what's this about? And it shows a very big volume candle for XRP, even though the price did not move. So there have been many assumptions, and I do not have an answer, but there's a couple of things you should know. All right, this could be either of the following things. It could be a bug, and you'll see all these things right here. It could be a bug. It could definitely be so. Right? It could be something that went wrong right there in the aggregation. Could be a bug. That depends. If it doesn't change, most likely not a bug. If it stays this way, no, if it changes, then it was most likely a bug. If it stays this way, most likely not a bug. Could have been price suppression. Yes, it could have. However, the price was going down whilst this happened, so that is most likely not the case. That's the only proof you need that ODL doesn't move the price, only volume. Again, that's not really true at all. I mean, what he's saying is kind of true, but this clearly does not show that at all. I mean, if people are buying as much as they're selling, or something. I don't really know exactly what he's trying to say that how this relates to each other, because it's just one green candle. Should have been another red candle just behind it then to prove this fact. In this case, theoretically speaking, it should have still increased the price. But all right. Moving forward, test. It could be a test of some sort. It could be that they're testing ODL on public exchanges or doing something with XRP on public exchanges, which really used a lot of volume in that sense. It could be an escrow release. It could be that this is the first and a lot of money was being moved over and something happened along those lines. That could definitely be. There's multiple different things. It could be wash trading. If fake volume, which is wash trading then, if you compare the volume spike to that in 2017, it just justifies the price movement because the volume is in parallel with it. The more recent one tells us whales in the market trying to enter or entice traders to go long. That's another one, which is kind of the same thing, kind of different though. It could be exchanges trying to make their numbers go up. And again, these aggregators, sometimes it depends. I don't know crypto cap too much, but I'm assuming this is just the market cap, so it's an aggregator of the cap, of the volumes, I mean. They mostly just take the average volume of a lot of exchanges, but if that amount of exchanges is rather small, or if one of those exchanges had a rather big one and they don't really, I guess, prepare for outliers too much, or they assume they're real, yeah, then you get things like that, right? Because there's exchanges out there, most of them which have fake trading. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is to make your exchange look bigger than it actually is, and that has a couple of under points there. That's one, to show the trader that there's kind of more to go on. So it's like it's a reason to hop in because there's a lot of people here. It's also another reason to trade on that exchange because it's rather liquid, and kind of that list goes on. It's also just to make their numbers look big, to be higher on the rankings for that exchange. There's multiple reasons why an exchange would do that. I'm thinking that is obvious as well. It could be a mistake. It could be just a zero too much. Somebody buying too much. However, again, it's kind of difficult because the price does not move at all. However, it's a continuous line over a weekly, which makes this a little bit less simple to go over. So you can't really exactly see. But again, Crypto Forky says, never mind, it's just a glitch. It just depends. If you take a look at any other different aggregator and it's not there, it's most likely just a glitch. But I just wanted to let you guys know that these things are going on. And there's different statements from everybody because there are different explanations for all of this. But no, it's not no switch. It's nothing crazy like that. It's not the first one here. It's something that can be explained in different ways, shapes, or forms. It's nothing good, nothing bad, right? Most likely nothing. And then the most important part, which we'll most likely touch upon later today again, because I think I should have started out with this one, but by accident I kind of lost it, I guess. Brian Brooks sounds like an XRP maxi. Quote, it makes me think of John Lennon. If there was a single token that was recognized on both sides of that divide, and when you receive it, you can cash it out into your local currency, and when you receive it, I can cash out into my local currency without the need to change it. Brian Brooks, OCC, Office of the Controller of the Currency. Yeah, he does sound like he gets it. Not gonna lie. Can't lie. Gotta admit. Eric's still doing good, I see. He's still doing his part in the community. Pretty cool he made that video before. And then this one is Ripple prediction, XRP adoption to explode following partnership with Bank of America. I think this is false. I don't think XRP would explode any way, shape, or form due to that, but again, that's just my opinion. This one we'll touch upon a little bit later today, guys, so stay prepared because I got some more stuff to tell about it. But it's important that you guys know that this was going on, all right? This is a rather big statement because Brian Brooks accepts it, and some are wondering, rightfully so, if he is referring to XRP, because this does sure look a lot like what we're dealing with every single day out here. So, yeah, I'm definitely keeping my eyes open, and we'll get back to this a little bit later today. But guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video.